explain what I did? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. 12 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 25 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down by...
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
For AJ.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Covered by Patrick Queen.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On 4th down, Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll drop to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
39-yard line.
From the 39, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 40 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 13.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Fielded at the 20. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 37.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And the Raven first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
The 9-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Brown, the lone receiver, left. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Check pass.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill floating one incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Bring Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He finds his running back, Hyde. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Tannehill, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 6 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is right through.
The score, Titans 22. Ravens.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ravens take over first.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
On the carry for Baltimore. The tackle made by Jayon Brown. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson, quick hitter here. It's complete.
Jackson's pass.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's got daylight. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Let's go!
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's now 3rd and 10.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Peters on the coverage.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand. And it's a fumble. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Down and 7.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Tennessee, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to